The Maestro.
I know that.
That's it. That's it. That's it.
The Maestro.
The Maestro. Durty.
Come on, y'all.
Really? I think that would be cool though. Why? The Maestro.
Shorts. Oh.
Let it go.
How about you hold it?
There's a lady in the waiting room. She got legs that run forever.
Welcome to the Dirty Shorts.
I have told her.
Or should I say my dirty shorts?
You were busy.
You know what's up.
She said she had some time.
One thing that's I'm always interested in every sport is that time you make the team. Perhaps when you didn't think you were going to make the team. Now, a lot of the players here have never had this issue. So this is something that you probably only heard about, you've never experienced. But from a player myself in multiple sports who had opportunities to make teams, sometimes I did, sometimes I didn't, particularly after my amateur career. Speaking more specifically in professional sports, there was always this sort of idea of I played every day as if that was going to be my last day because I felt like I was going to get the notice, particularly whether it was spring training in baseball, early camp ball for any of the basketball leagues, things like that. That kept me focused and it kept me in the moment. And it brought a story to my head from a football coach. I'm going to say that much because I'm not sure if this story is public or not. If it is, please tell me. But if you find out it is, you know who I'm talking about. I got invited to a practice squad camp for an NFL franchise. And it was a workout that turned into a week stay and turned into a pre-camp week stay. And it was really cool. It was actually a highlight for me, especially at that time in my life, because professional football was never really a thought for me. Again, you all know baseball was my sport. That's what I loved. Basketball was, if it happened, it happened. But football was never even on the radar. So this invite came after a coach got hired by a team that had worked with me before. And I'm sure I would have been cheap. That would have helped too. But the head coach told me the story of how he made the league. He was undrafted free agent in camp, very aggressive, very hard fought camp for a lot of cats trying to make the team. And he was rooming at the time. This is when his team was staying in dorms. He was rooming at the time with a guy who was an actual draft pick who just knew he was going to be on the team. And he said his roommate would tell him that every single day. I ain't got nothing to worry about. I'm going to be good. You're going to have to hustle. You got to do this. You got to do more than I do because they drafted me. They're not going to kick out a draft pick, blah, 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 blah. And he heard that for all of the 2 weeks. Preseason comes. Then cut down days come. This is back before it was just the one cut down day in the NFL like it is now. So everybody's waiting. Nobody can sleep. So coach says he hears the envelope slid under the door and he knew it was for him. Middle of the night. Why not? He gets up, gets out of bed. He goes over. He grabs the envelope. He comes back to bed. His roommate's knocked out, snoring. He opens up the envelope. It wasn't glued seal. It was just kind of tucked in. He opens it up, opens up the letter, and it's his roommate's name, not his. This is on final cut down day. He quietly put the letter back in the envelope, put it back how he found it in the door, quietly got back in bed, and he couldn't sleep now because he was excited he had made the team. And this is back before when you make the team after the first cut down day, you could still get cut and moved after that or designated after that. So he knew he had made the team, at least for the immediate time being. but the guy who had been bragging the entire time was about to get sent home. So those are the sort of things that those of us mortals have to deal with. You guys have never had to deal with that. But I would like to hear your story of the time you made your first team. Maybe you expected to, maybe it was a surprise. I don't know. Just share it. Share the joy you had in that moment when it became official, when you looked on the board, you saw your name on the list, and everything was about to happen. Let's have some fun. Let's have some joy. Let's talk about those good moments. Thank you for checking out my dirty shorts. And you know what up?
Oh, wait, you want me to read?
Thank you for listening to the Maestro.
Thank you again for checking out the Maestro's Dirty
Shorts.
Drop a tag below and give us a piece of your mind. See you next time and
Is it last call? Have you seen my glasses?
The Maestro. Dirty.
Shorts.